Did you know that you have an archetype and your archetype, your lunar archetype, is figured out by your birth date and the moon phase that you were born under? Now, let's get into what someone's archetype is if you were born under the full moon. The illuminator, okay? I am Cheryl Mitchell, and I am the founder of Lunatra Energy. And I am going to go over in depth today about the full moon phase, the illuminator's archetype. We're going to talk about what makes you amazing, what makes you special, kind of how you are in your shadow, in the darker side of you, and then how to keep in cycle with your own personal rhythm, okay? Because you shine the brightest during a full moon phase, which happens to be going on when this video is dropping. So now let's get started. Someone who is an illuminator is born under the full moon. Your soul chose this moment because you were born to shine brightly, to live openly, and to reflect truth with courage and grace. You naturally bring things to light, helping others see themselves, their lives, and their potential more clearly. Now, with this radiance comes a tender responsibility to honor the balance between sharing your light and nurturing your own spirit. You are not here to burn yourself out for the sake of others. You are here to shine fully and freely while remaining deeply connected to your own emotional well being. So, this is a reminder that your light is a gift, not a burden. You don't have to dim yourself to make others comfortable. The world is made more beautiful every time you stand in your truth, okay? So, being born under the moon's most brilliant phase, the time when all is revealed and nothing remains hidden, that means that your presence carries the same powerful energy. You naturally bring light to situations, relationships, and emotional landscapes, helping others see what they couldn't or wouldn't see before. People may be drawn to your wisdom, your insight, and unwavering authenticity. Your gift is the ability to celebrate what's good while also shining light on what needs healing. Yet, with this brilliance comes a challenge, and that is for you knowing when to step back and recharge your own energy. Because again, you can absolutely burn out if you're not careful. You can shine too bright. When you constantly shine for others, you may forget to honor your own emotional needs, slipping into burnout or feeling unseen despite how visible you are. So, your strengths are: you have the courage to reveal the truth with compassion and grace. You are here to inspire, presence that uplifts and empowers others. You also have a deep understanding of both the light and the shadow aspects of life. Okay. Now, your challenges, kind of your shadow aspects, are feeling responsible for guiding or fixing everyone around you. You are a fixer, my friend. You are wanting everybody to shine as brightly as you do. So, with that, overextending your energy, leading to emotional exhaustion, can happen like that. Neglecting your own healing while helping others with theirs. So, you're not here to carry the weight of the world. You are here to illuminate the way and trust that those meant to follow will follow their path through your example. Okay. So your lunar path moves through your rhythm, I should say. Your rhythm moves through about a 29 to 29 and a half day cycle like everybody else, but yours begins with the brilliance of the full moon. So your true new time is the full moon. So during the full moon, you should be illuminating and planting intentions, okay? So you should be beginning your cycle right now by dreaming boldly, setting intentions that align with your deepest truth, and this portal of possibility, blending intuition with purpose, okay? Standing fully in your light and trusting what is ready to grow is being planted. So, your next phase, which actually happens right after the full moon passes, is the nurture and take aligned action. So, that's when you take steps out into the world. That's when you should be nurturing your intentions and begin taking those first soulful steps. Now, the next phase. which actually comes during the third quarter moon actual, you're then committing and you're facing any types of resistance in your life with courage. So now that's your time for actual action and commitment. So if you're kind of wavering on where you're at in your phase, during the full moon is your starting point, your North Star, your compass. Okay. Now that is your true north. That is when, again, you plant intentions and start dreaming boldly. Then in the next cycle, which happens to fall under the waning gibbous moon, that's your nurture and take aligned action. You can get all of this information, by the way, in your free lunar codes guide. So you don't have to listen and write everything down here. Go to my website, lunatraenergy.com, get your archetype and fill out the free little form to get your lunar codes guide. Okay, it's free, 15 pages. Now, as you move through your cycles, okay, we're now on cycle 4, which is going to be during a waning crescent. That is your pause and refine phase. That's when you should be taking a little step back and making sure your intentions to move forward are grounded in your truth, which is a good way to trust that you've nurtured what is almost ready to bloom. Okay. Now, during a new moon, okay, this is your reveal and celebrate the truth. This is your time of illumination. I know it sounds weird, but in that dark moon of the new moon, this is your time for powerful healing, letting your heart open to the truth that's rising, celebrating how far that you've come in whatever you're working on or your life in general, okay? So, as you move out of the new moon, which is your step 5, your phase 5, you move into phase 6 in the month. Now, this phase 6 is during a waxing crescent moon, and it is reflect and share wisdom. So, this is when you're stepping into gratitude and reflection. So, now that you've kind of reflected and shared, now you're moving into your next phase, which is 7, okay? And phase 7 for you is physically during a first quarter moon. This is your release and realign. So if something wasn't resonating with you throughout the first 5, 6 phases, this is when you're called to reflect deeply and release anything that no longer serves you and your highest good. Then your phase 8 is your rest and surrender. This is during a waxing gibbous, physical waxing gibbous moon phase. So you go through these 8 phases. You may not hit every phase every month, FYI, okay? And that's okay because you can always go back to your archetype here and find where you're at in the month. What phase should you be around and start over in essence? If you should be in your rest and reset, find what you're really pushing and pulling in and get back into that rest and reset mode. You'll feel more aligned. You'll feel energetically connected to you. Okay. So I want you to remember that your essence is the full moon's brilliance. Okay. You are the illuminator. You are the one who reflects truth, inspires growth, and stands boldly in fullness of who you are. And your soul, it shines as a beacon for others. So your core energetic themes are radiance, embodying your full presence, and unapologetically shining your light. Clarity is your energetic theme because you can see the truth clearly and reflecting it back with compassion. So not shoving whatever this person needs to know in their face, you can gently bring it forward for them. Celebration is also a core energetic theme for you, where you're honoring your progress and joyfully embracing each stage of your journey. Now, though, I do want to cover briefly before we're done here the shadow insights for you. You may find yourself overextending, feeling responsible for guiding and healing everyone around you. Your emotional burnout, giving away your light without replenishing your own. Fear of being too illuminated, too much. You may feel like you're dimming your brilliance, okay? And that you need to dim it to avoid making others uncomfortable, which is not your truth. And sometimes you neglect in healing your own self, focusing so entirely on others that you forget to nurture yourself. So keep that in mind. You are the mirror that reveals truth. You are the light that calls others home to themselves. but you need to do that for yourself too. So there are a few things that you can do. There's a couple essential oils that you can use. Lavender is an amazing one for you. It is the oil of calm and compassion. Okay. So I would use lavender. I would use ylang ylang or ylang ylang because ylang ylang is the oil of joyful confidence. It is uplifting and it helps you stay in that more positive insight. And then sweet marjoram. Now, the sweet marjoram is the essential oil of inner peace and release. This one will help calm the mind and open the heart and allow you for forgiveness and emotional balance. So those together, I actually do 2 parts of lavender, 2 parts or drops of ylang ylang, and 1 drop of sweet marjoram because of the camphor effect in that. This blends beautifully. And it is a reminder that your light shines brightest when it is nurtured from within. So nurture yourself, dab a couple little drops here, put it right here, put your hands together, do some deep breaths, breathe it in, and rest deeply when it's time to retreat. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video. Um, Subscribe, like, notifications, all that, so that you can learn more about your archetype if you happen to not be an illuminator and you're something else. More videos to come on that. Also, learn about how to keep yourself in your own rhythm. Join my Facebook group, In Rhythm, and like my pages. So, anyway, all the links are below. I'll see you guys in the next video.